What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here, making my first Tubi Tuesday review. Tubi Tuesday is brought to you by Lucard, of course, and I randomly picked out a movie called Shiver from 2012, 131 minutes. Yeah, so this film, I guess this was based on a novel. There you go. Okay, well, this is this was a strange one. Okay, came out in 2012. Stars Daniel Harris, John Jarrett, Casper Van Diem, Ray Dong Chong, and in a small role, Valerie Harper. I couldn't get over that. I'm like, John Jarrett and Valerie Harper in a movie together. It just didn't seem right. You got the guy, John Jarrett, of course, was played. I believe his name was Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek. And then you got Valerie Harper, beloved star of so many TV shows and some pretty good made-for-TV movies. Of course, she has since passed away, sadly. But basically, you have the story of a young lady named Wendy who becomes the target of this creepy killer named Franklin Rude, and he is kind of like an incel. Okay, I don't think that term was popular back then, but pretty much that's what he is. Involuntary celibate means he's not good with the ladies. So there's a scene in the beginning where he tries to flirt with a very young and attractive waitress who's way more friendly to him than you would expect, but it still doesn't go well, and then he catches up to her in the parking lot, and that's when you realize this is a bad dude. Even though he's kind of awkward, he basically has a sort of a plan that he does when he picks out a victim, and he picks out it's Wendy, played by Daniel Harris, and the only thing is it doesn't go well. For him at first, she sits down with an apple. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but she sits down with an apple and a knife, and when he comes up behind her, his modus operandi is usually to strangle you from behind. And she's able to stick him with the knife and get away. Okay, and then she, of course, falls under police protection. The cops are played by Ray Dong Chong and Casper Van Dien, and there's a bunch of calamities where everything goes wrong, and they're trying to protect her, but they can't. Time and time again and again. It's pretty. I don't know. I mean, this movie, there's nothing new in this movie, okay? John Jarrett was very good at playing this very awkward killer. I mean, the guy can act. If you only know him from Wolf Creek, if you've seen a lot of older Australian movies, chances are you may have not even known he was in some of those. He plays a very different kind of killer. You wouldn't know that he's Australian. Actually, there was one line where I was like, I just think I picked up his accent there, but not his accent, his regular voice. But that's all, only because I knew who he was. He's very good. He's just awkward, but he's, when he grabs Daniel Harris, I mean, she's tiny. He's like way bigger than she is. But he's even got this like awkward this funny kind of walk he does. Like it's really like he's a character. I mean, he's really good. Daniel Harris is really good. She's just a treasure. She plays a very shy and meek character here who learns to assert herself. She does probably a better job than 90% of the actresses out there, some of whom may be bigger names, would do in a role like this. To be honest, none of these roles are the most well-written or thought-out roles. This is to me, this was a very perfunctory kind of a thriller. Valerie Harper plays her mom, and her role, sadly, is really just kind of a throwaway role. She just kind of henpecks her daughter on the phone a few times, basically. That's it. Casper Van Dien, I always wondered, like, hey, man, after Starship Troopers, I thought this guy could be kind of big. He's kind of a mainstay of B movies. To be honest, he doesn't have much to do, or doesn't really. His character's a little bland, to be honest. But again, I think that part of that's the writing. I mean, I don't know. Danielle Harris made the most of her part, and it seems like that wasn't the case for everybody else. What else can I say about this? I don't know. It's not that bloody. It was called The Skin Eaters in the UK, by the way, for reasons I cannot even fathom. I'll let the trailer go here a little bit. And it's not that bloody. A lot of the blood is CGI. There was one body on the floor which was really bad CGI. They just showed it for a quick second, but it looked bad. Gosh. And when he either stabs people or garrots them, sometimes there's blood coming out that is very, very CGI. Yeah, you know. I mean, if you're bored, if you like John Jarrett, if you like Danielle Harris, that's your reason right there. Other than that, I'd look at one of the other 20,000 horror movies on Tubi. So there you go. I eliminated one of them for you. Don't really know what else to say. And there you go. That is my review of Shiver, which is available on Tubi. Once again, Tubi Tuesdays brought to you by Lucard, and I'll be back for future Tubi Tuesdays. Thanks a lot. Bye. Goodbye, Tubi Tuesday.